Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Boom Beach. Boom Beach is, of course, the latest game to come out of Supercell, the people who brought us Heyday and, most recently, Clash of Clans, the App Store phenomenon. And this game is loosely based off of Clash of Clans. It's got a lot of elements, but it also has a lot of really cool, unique features on its own as well. And we're going to be doing a Let's Play. We're going to hopefully have a lot of fun. Just check out some of this gameplay here. We're going to be checking in hopefully once a week or something like that, as long as this goes well. But definitely leave me feedback in the comment section below. Anything I can improve, anything you think is going good with all of these videos. So basically, I just want your opinions because this is my first Let's Play, and hopefully it goes well. Alright, so as you can see here, we just have some bicker back and forth between our character and then also Lieutenant Blackbeard, who is kind of the enemy in this game. He has attacked other islands near us, and now he is trying to attack us as well. But since this is a tutorial, we're actually going to be able just to defeat them with our simple sniper tower that we had set up. And it's very similar to Clash of Clans. You're able to set up towers, but instead of using elixir, you're going to be using wood, but then coins are also still in it as well. But coins are mainly used to actually hire all of your different people that you're going to have fighting for you, such as riflemen. So as you can see here, we're going to hire some riflemen, and it's really going really fast now, but later on down the road, and don't let that fool you, it's going to take a lot longer for all of these people to load and all of these buildings to actually load as well, because they have all these timers implemented to get you to spend gems, but they are, or excuse me, diamonds in this case, but they actually are very flexible with the amount of diamonds you're able to obtain, because the further you expand, the more you can get. We'll get more into that later. Alright, so as you can see, what we're able to do is land right down on this beach, and we can just land like this. Now, as you saw at the beginning, I was able to send in not only our troops, but we were also able to send a big missile in just to give a little bit of dent in that turret that we had there. Now, at this point in time, I didn't actually realize you could do that more than once, but the way that system works is if you take a look down in the bottom right, we actually have our little missile icon, and we can actually send that wherever we want, and we get more of those as we destroy elements. So as you can see, our villager here is thanking us for defeating the invaders. They're going to give us some wood and some coins. Be sure to subscribe, by the way, as well, if you want more of these in the future, too. Alright, so anyways, as you can see here, we're able to take a look at our whole map, and then we can go back to our original base. So right now we're still in the tutorial stage. We're learning about how Blackbeard is evil. He's trying to conquer all the areas near us, and we have to take all them back and free the villagers. And actually every villager that we free in these different islands, we're actually able to get a certain amount of coins shipped into us via a little boat. So, something that I found really interesting with this game versus the previous Clash of Clans is the fact that you can't actually have more than one builder's hut. And there isn't actually any builder's hut. It's just all your villagers go pitch in and start to build things. But I found that very interesting. That means you can only build one thing at a time. Now, obviously, that doesn't include being able to hire all your troops, because as with the original Clash of Clans game, that is separate. But you can only build one thing at a time, and I think that's because they're definitely trying to push a little bit more these diamond purchases. Also, I think they're also trying to push the new buy instantly option that you're able to have as well. So as you can see, there's not that much that we can do right now other than attack and try and gain as many resources as possible. Right now we just have the standard rifleman troop, and we're able to fit 5 on each boat. So we're going to go and attack one of these islands, and as you can see, we've got a bunch of islands in our surrounding area. Now, what we're able to do is just send in our artillery, and we can just fire in some of these missile things. And I did do a little bit of a misfire down there. What I was trying to do is aim in some of my troops, but I didn't actually select them first. So word to the wise, when you guys start playing, just make sure you select all the things. I know that seemed like a little bit of a noob mistake, but that's when I was first starting playing anyways. But as you can see, the gameplay is very fun. We get to destroy all these different elements, and as you can see, if you watch the bottom right over here, you can also see that as we destroy different elements, we gain these little artillery icons that we can actually use to send in some of our missiles. So as you can see, we've got some back and forth and dialogue, which I think is actually pretty cool, as opposed to the Clash of Clans. Didn't really have much talking, other than I think the Goblin said something at the very beginning. But as you can see, they're actually talking to us this time, so it's kind of a welcome change. They've got a little bit of a script going on. So one of the best things that I noticed, one of the amazing things, is you don't actually lose the troops that you deploy. Unlike Clash of Clans, what you're able to do is only have to rehire troops that you lost. And this gives you a lot of incentive to try and maneuver in just the right way as to not lose troops. And I think that was actually a really great move on their part, because that was one of my biggest cons with Clash of Clans. So as you can see here, we have a little boat that shows up from our villagers that we help save, and for the total number of islands that we have, each of them gives us a certain amount of coins every hour, and they all arrive on this little boat. So that just adds an extra source of income other than our little gold collecting areas that we have in our whole beach as well. So as you can see here, I just unlocked a little treasure chest and I got a few diamonds from that, and this actually expands the further you go out in the whole world. You can actually find more of these, which is pretty cool. I thought that was a nice way to give back to all of their users with some free diamonds. So as you can see here, I'm sending in some attacks. Now, as I started out, my strategy wasn't as tight as it became later on as I played a little bit more. But this game definitely does seem to have a learning curve, even if you've played Clash of Clans before, because you only have that one beach, or in some cases, a couple of beaches to actually go in. So it did have a little bit of an extra learning curve. One of the things that I did like is when you're actually attacking these areas, you just have to destroy their headquarters, which is pretty much the same thing as your town hall, and then everything else blows up. That isn't the case when you're attacking real players, but that is the case when you're attacking some of these artificial opponents like we have here. And one of the cool things is we can actually explore these different island areas by unlocking them with coins, so that definitely adds, instead of having just to go to a screen, that's pretty cool too. So we've unlocked this new troop by going up to headquarters level 2. This is actually called the Heavy Troop. He comes out with a big machine gun based thing, and he actually gets to do a ton of damage. He's got a lot of HP, so that's pretty cool as well. So as you can see, we just unlocked another area by tapping on the clouds and paying a little bit of money to be able to get into this area as well. So we're sending in our artillery first. We're able just to blow those different pieces up and just get them down a little bit so that it's easier for us to attack them later on. Now, as you can see, we've got mines in the middle there, so I wanted to get off to the side a little bit and destroy some of these things. That way I can build up my artillery and be able just to shoot them in again. So as you can see, we've got them over there. We're able just to send in some of our missiles just to hit them over there like that. Alright, so once we're done with that, basically our troops are going to deploy similarly to Clash of Clans. You don't have any access to change where they go, except with power-ups, and we'll get into that later on. So what you want to do is strategically place them. So as you can see, I placed them on the left side so that they would avoid all of those mines, because if they run over those, they could either die or get seriously injured. And there actually is an incentive, unlike Clash of Clans, to keep your players alive, because they're going to be coming back with you, and you can instantly redeploy. And I think that's a really great feature for people who build up these great, cool, big teams. They can be able to constantly redeploy against all of these different enemies. So as you can see, we got a quite sizable deal of coins and also our wood. And now, yeah, so basically, we're going to take a quick break to thank our sponsor, AppNana. And you can actually use AppNana to get free diamonds just by downloading these free apps. You get paid iTunes gift cards, paid apps, all this cool stuff. And you can actually use these iTunes gift cards to get free diamonds in Boom Beach. So we'll be right back after the break. This video is brought to you by AppNana, the cool app that lets you get paid apps, iTunes gift cards, and more absolutely free. Go to appnana.com/appfind in your mobile browser to get started. Now what you're going to do is just log in and create an account. From there, you'll receive 10,000 nanas for using our unique URL. You can use points to get all of these cool apps, Amazon gift cards, iTunes gift cards, PayPal Cash, and a lot more. There's a lot of great rewards, all available on AppNana. Now, the way to get more points is just to download regular apps that are absolutely free. Once you download the apps like Hotels.com, you'll be rewarded with free points. We just got 3,900 points just for downloading Hotels.com. For even more points, use my referral code A445859. Use that exact referral code to get you 2,500 more nanas. You can use nanas for all of these amazing apps, so what are you waiting for? Sign up today. Also, click here to watch the full AppNana tutorial. Alright, we're back. So we actually just upgraded our headquarters, so now we're able to go even farther and go into the multiplayer battles. So these are basically the kind of same faux multiplayer where you're able to attack other people's bases, they can attack yours, but the cool thing is they actually show up on your map as islands. So that does a good job actually changing one of my problems I had with Clash of Clans. It kind of makes you feel disconnected from it. You're not actually walking over to a certain place in Clash of Clans. Well, in here, as you can see, there are enemy islands, so it feels like you're actually interacting with somebody else in the same world, which kind of is because they're able to attack you as well. Now, also, as you can see here, we just got an achievement. These are the same thing as Clash of Clans. You're able to get some of this premium currency with achievements and then also with treasure chests as well. So they do a good job giving out quite a fair number of these diamonds. Obviously, you can also purchase them, and that's what they're hoping for, but they do seem pretty fair about giving out some of them to you for free as well. So we've just about finished upgrading our radar, and what our radar lets us do is see further in the cloud area, so we can actually unlock more sections, more cloud sections with the higher level radar that we have. We also have the wood storage, which we're just going to be upgrading right now. I did work a little bit behind the scenes to get some of this stuff in here. I just didn't want to bore you with every little detail. So as you can see, we've got Lieutenant Hammerman over here, and he wants to make us his slave, and I don't think so. So we're going to be actually sending in some troops to attack him in just a second. As you can see, we've got our gold storage. We have our residence, and what our residence lets us do is get a certain number of gold per hour. Our radar, as I explained before, has different explorable regions. We have our sniper tower, which does a certain amount of damage per second. We have 2 of them. And in front of that, we also have our mines. People will either die or get injured if they step on them. We have another residence that's going to let us get coins. And then, as you can see, we've got our vault. And this is something that's totally different than Clash of Clans. What it lets us do is store a certain number of coins and also wood to protect, and nobody who attacks us is going to be able to get to those coins and wood. And also the vault protects a certain percentage of the rest of our materials. As you can see, it was 25% before. If we upgrade, it'll be 30%. So I think that's a really cool feature, as opposed to the Clash of Clans, where pretty much after a few hits, everything's fair game. The vault actually helps you if you're away for extended periods of time. You're not going to be decimated and pretty much have no resources left if you take a week-long vacation or whatever. So I think that's actually a really cool feature, and that's why I'm upgrading it right now, because that's going to let me save a lot of these coins and wood in my vault so that I don't have to worry about them if I get attacked. So as you can see, we're just waiting a few seconds for our troops to finish loading. And as you can see back here, we have the ability to make our beach even bigger by destroying these mangroves and also rocks in here as well. But we don't need to do that quite yet, but I can definitely see that as something we'll be able to do down the road. So as you can see over here, we're able to attack an enemy. Now, I'm warning you, I didn't do so well, but let's take a look here. So basically, let's just throw in some artillery against some of these guys over here. As you can see, we're just trying to take out their mortar. That way, they're not going to be able to send these long-range mortar attacks against us. So I'm trying to get us to go in on the side. That way, I can more quickly attack their headquarters, which is what's going to let us get a lot of their resources as well. Alright, so as you can see, as we destroy things, we get more artillery that we can use. Unfortunately, that little mortar hanged on by the hair, by a hair, and basically it's right there, and it's still got like, what, 1% HP left, so it's going to be doing some damage. We lost our heavy guy, and now we're kind of in danger mode because just a couple hits and we could be out. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm just attacking some people on the side. I don't actually have control of my troops right now, but I'm going to show you in just a second this really cool flare that's built in, all totally new for Boom Beach, that lets us actually control a little bit the way our troops go. So they were starting to go into the mortar area, and I'm going to control them to go up over here so they can start attacking the headquarters. Unfortunately, I didn't know that was within range of the sniper, so we got gunned down. However, that would have worked if I got us a little bit farther away, and we could have shot a little bit long range against the headquarters instead. So now we're back at our home base. As you can see, we can actually just get our heavy guy, and we can also get our standard troops, and it is going to take a few minutes for that to be done. You can speed it up with gems. We've got our mortar available, so we got a lot of really great options. Overall, I think Boom Beach really looks amazing. That's going to end it for today's Let's Play. Now, the way I'm going to be doing these Let's Plays is I'm actually going to just maybe in a week touch base and show you guys some of the cool battles and what my base looks like then. So as opposed to recording myself every time I play until then, I think it's better to do basically like, here's how far I got this week. But let me know your opinions in the comment section below. I value all of them, especially since it's my first Let's Play. Be sure to subscribe, and I know, guys, this was my first Let's Play. Just bear with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, I'm Alex from AppFind. Be sure to subscribe, share this video with your friends, and definitely download Boom Beach. It's a great application, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.